and all of a sudden you are flipped over and naked with your ass in the air. How do you feel at this point, Hemi?
Well, I mean, aside from turned on, I'm worried.
The Ponder Freak Podcast. I don't know.
What's up, Ponder Freak Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Ponder Freak Podcast, a podcast that thinks too deeply into hypotheticals, real scenarios, and random questions. I am your host, Stephen Kelley, and Hemi is here with me today as well, as always, like he should be.
Hey, it's me again, sitting over here, hanging out.
Sitting. I feel like we're always hanging out. I feel like that's the premise of this show.
Yep. Just a time where we can all sit, have a discussion about all kinds of random weird shit, and just enjoy life, really.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Two non-intellectuals having a deep conversation.
Sounds like mind-numbing entertainment.
Oh, well, if you put it that way, we should get a reality show, and we should be making a fortune.
Yeah, let's do that.
But here we are podcasting.
Why are we doing this for free?
I have no idea.
When we could be...
Yeah, we
all right.
Messed up. Oh, well. Next life, right?
And that's the hypothetical today. What if we were successful? All right.
Okay.
Let's begin the story.
I'm sure you've noticed by now that the Ponder Freak Podcast is the featured podcast on Podcast Republic. You can listen on either Podcast Republic's website or the Podcast Republic Android app. Go to the Google Play Store and download the Podcast Republic app. It is a fantastic app that allows you to get all your favorite podcasts directly on your Android device. Make sure to set Ponder Freak as a favorite. We would appreciate it so you don't miss any new episodes. Again, the app is Podcast Republic, available on your Android device. So I just realized we didn't discuss this before we started recording. Did you have a hypothetical for today?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool. Because I do. See how prepared we are, people?
That's good.
We are here with the, required entertainment materials that you need. And
I would have just made up a fucking story. I'd have just made up a whole long story and said it was true.
Yeah. I love it.
And then been like, whoa, crazy, huh? Can you believe it?
Right. Okay. I got to set the scene for this one because I feel it has a global impact.
Okay.
It's not serious, but it's kind of serious at the same time. All right, Hemi / people listening. Imagine you're on a camping trip. This is like your walkabout. This is you versus the wild. This is you just out there surviving. In your style, so I don't want it to be like, oh, you're out there like drinking your own pee or anything like that. You're just out camping.
I'm drinking my own pee.
Okay, well, you might as well if you're serious and out there. But this is purely, you're out in the wilderness. You're way out there, too. Like, you're out there. You have all the equipment you need, but this is kind of like a soul-searching thing. And one night, you look up into the sky, and you see a bright light. Kind of like one of our past episodes where Hemi saw a moving bright light. This light grows and grows and grows until it appears and almost feels like it's right above you, but at the same time doesn't. Then all of a sudden, a glow wraps around you, and you get pulled towards this light. What are you thinking at this point, Hemi?
I mean, I'm being abducted by aliens.
Right? Would you have any like religious thoughts? Just it being a glow?
Nope.
No. Now, because of that,
I'm going with what makes most sense.
Right.
It's
What
aliens.
makes
And
aliens
I am
first.
caught in a tractor beam, and that is what makes most sense.
What's interesting, I think, depending on the time frame, because at this point in history, like we've discussed aliens, and every movie is kind of like I described.
Because I think I would think aliens
right.
first, but I think if you went back 1,000 years, I think you would be like, oh, that's God. God's come to get me. Okay. Oh, here I go. You know what I mean? I think there would be a different perspective.
Yeah.
So whatever you think, God or aliens or whatever, in this case, it is aliens, just to clarify. So no trick there. But I thought it was interesting to dig into. I think just where we are in history made you think aliens right off the bat, which is just interesting. Because it could be an angel or whatever, whatever religious entity decided to communicate with you.
Nah, it's aliens.
Definitely aliens, and they want something. All right, so
yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, it could be an entity, of course, because you never know.
Which would still be alien, I guess, arguably.
Yeah. I mean, just something pulling you in general. Or you said it's getting bigger, or it's pulling me in, or both.
Yeah.
It's both.
Well,
yeah.
It's
this guy.
I didn't go into super detail, but basically you
okay.
see a glow that grows, and then the glow feels like it's right above you, and then the glow wraps around your body, and you start to get pulled upwards.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we know it's aliens,
UFO,
and we'll keep going. So
basically, you're getting pulled up, but then there's a giant flash, and then you wake up in a chair that you're restrained to, pardon my lack of being able to say syllables. And it's weird. Like, this is completely alien. So the room is empty, but you're seeing a lot. So it's augmented reality, basically. And there's English words. Everything is understood. You could tell there's like a translation thing going on. And the words that are written that you can like put your hand through says,
relax, be calm, this will be over soon.
And of course, at this point, you're like, you start to freak out.
what would you do, Hemi? Like, how are you feeling at this point?
Well, I mean, I should probably relax, stay calm, because everything's going to be over soon.
It's really out of your control at this point because you're restrained. So I agree.
I mean, I can't move.
Yeah. I think I'd freak out, but I would do my best to be like, oh, okay.
I'm going to try to be as calm as I can, because maybe in being so, things will go well.
Okay.
People usually make mistakes when they get overly emotional. So maybe there would be a moment where I'll have a chance to either, one, break free, or two, talk my way out of being in captivity.
Because they clearly can communicate with you, right? They know our written words.
Right.
Then
there's a green light in the augmented reality that lights up, and you hear a voice that's also in English, but with a strange accent you've never heard before. And it's like,
hey, did you read the message? Like, don't worry, we are doing a probing thing, but it's not like your movies, so be cool, right? It's not like that. Like, we're gonna probe you, but it's not, you're fine, okay? Like, this is purely research, we're scientists, from a very far away place. We come check on Earth about every 10 Earth years. We kind of want to see if you're still evolving, just to keep up, right?
No.
No?
What do you mean you're probing me?
We'll do...
For information? You're going to ask me information?
No, we're physically...
You're gonna probe me? You're gonna probe my mind?
And your body, because we gotta check your DNA and all this good stuff and see where it is and see if there's been any changes.
Alright, well, why don't you just give me a shot? Or something. Maybe. Because you're not going up my butt, right? Because that would be dumb. That sounds archaic.
Well, that is one of the quickest ways to actually probe a human, but you won't feel anything.
No.
No. Okay, so you're sitting in this chair restrained. An alien's trying to have a polite conversation with you, and you keep saying no.
Yeah, no.
So you want them to know that you're not okay with this, but it looks like it's going to happen anyway.
Well, of course. you got to set your boundaries. And if I restrain them and said, hey, I'm going to forcibly go inside you and there's nothing you could do about it, I think they might feel the same way.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, then my response would be nothing but what they would expect anyway. So no harm, no foul. If they're going in and I can't do anything, I can at least express my discomfort with said situation.
Okay. So you want them to know. You're like, hey, this is kind of bullshit. Not condoning it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think I would have choice words as well. Because you took me against my will. Now you're scanning me. Is there going to be anything left over, like a tag, to where you could come get me later? Because I don't want that either. Because this is not fair.
Right.
I feel like a tiger population you're trying to repopulate. I don't want to be part of this technically.
At all.
All right. So
The green light is still on, and you hear them talking amongst themselves, and you're like,
Oh, they must have left the translator thing on by accident.
and the guy says,
Oh, is Blowguard ready?
I just made up a name right there. So if you're okay with Blowgark,
I like it.
okay.
Blowguard, is he ready? Like, he needs to go perform the probing.
and then they laugh.
I'm not getting probed by Blowgark, and especially not if motherfuckers are laughing.
Okay. So at this point, they're like,
Yes, Blowguard is ready. Let's get the human ready.
the chair changes shape and transforms with you still restrained, and all of a sudden you are flipped over and naked with your ass in the air. How do you feel at this point, Hemi?
Well, I mean, aside from turned on, I'm worried. And I'm... What do you mean, how do I feel? I'm not happy about any of this.
All right.
What are you talking about? This is alien rape, and this is beneath the alien race, I feel.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And
The translator is still on, and they're like,
Okay, this seems weird, right? But what you're doing is going to save humanity. This information is crucial. It's going to help us, help you. Does that make you feel better?
No, they're not telling the truth. They laughed. When the thing Blowgark is coming out giving fucking whatever, putting whatever in butts.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, this thing going in your butt will save everyone.
Yes.
Said every person who ever started a cult.
Yeah.
So no, I am not subscribing to this way of thinking.
let's say that the laughing and everything, because like I feel like if a scientist, even if they're a real scientist, has to do something kind of gross but still kind of funny, they would laugh about it. But what if like there is still that potential that by you participating in this, you could help save humanity potentially? Is there any factor you're feeling that way?
Well, do I still not have a choice?
Correct. You are still restrained.
Yeah, then no. I'll just be selfish the whole way through. Now, if everything goes according to plan, I will be like, hey, I did it. Hey,
Okay.
you're welcome.
You're welcome.
But until then, I'm definitely not going to be happy about it until something is shown to me that I have saved the world. I have
Okay.
the right to be selfish the whole way through the probing.
Okay, so you need results. You need the proof.
Of course.
Got it.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I agree.
Don't we all,
I
Steven?
agree.
You know, if you're told that you're going to be probed, wouldn't you want to know that you at least have a 96% success rate of saving the world?
Yes. Okay.
What if they do it and it doesn't work?
Yeah. Okay. I'm completely down. I get it. I see where you come from.
And why does my ass hold the key to saving the world? What is it about my butt that saves humanity?
It is the easiest way to get what they need, is what they conveyed to you.
Yeah. Somebody tried that line on me before, and it almost worked. It's the easiest way to get what we need. Is hilarious from my butt.
Now,
They see you're extremely tense, which is obvious, right?
Yeah.
So you get a shot. They give you a shot to calm you down, just like they would like a wild animal. And this shot creates a sense of like euphoria. You still understand everything clearly. It's not like a roofie or something like that, but everything just feels good. And everything is like, you're like,
Yeah, I'm happy. Like, I have a sense of happiness, the euphoria.
but you're still clear-minded. I want that to be clear. When they give you the shot, the aliens are like,
This is weird. He seems to be very clear. Most humans get almost kind of knocked out by this, so it's very interesting that he's very awake. How are you feeling at this point?
They need to keep going.
you're like, I'm feeling good. Like, do what you got to do. Is that what you're saying?
No. They said that I'm not supposed to be awake.
They're like, huh, very interesting. You reacted differently to it than most. Let's just leave it at that. Maybe they don't know you're clear-headed, but you are.
Okay. What's the question? You're saying I'm still aware like I was before?
Right, but you feel incredibly good. Would that change the situation for you?
What? You're asking if now that I feel a little more comfortable, am I okay with rape? No.
Okay.
Are you serious?
All right, that's fair.
That was your question.
No.
We had that long segment.
Hold on. I'm
and that was your question. Hey, you cool with rape now?
No.
Nope. Still not. No, you can
I feel
fucking
bad.
woo me all you
feel
want.
bad.
But I'm
feel
still
bad.
not
I don't
cool
think
with
I
it.
framed this correctly, but
I don't
we're
either.
here. We're here now. Okay.
Blogark comes in. Crazy looking creature, right? He appears to be wet. And Blogark gets out this piece of equipment like a probe. And it lights up and starts spinning. You can see a reflection. And one of the scientists says,
Wow, look, this is gonna sell a lot of videos.
So it turns out you're actually in a porn shoot involving aliens that come down and pick up humans. What's weird about this, with that twist that you kind of already picked up on, is there's still a chance you could be helping humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, if these guys are unhappy, they may have the ability to destroy the world. We have no idea what their technology is. You don't know who's interacted with them. It's just you at this point. Do you resist, or do you let it happen knowing that?
Well, you probably still resist.
Okay.
Well, that might be what they want for the scene anyway. So really, by resisting, you're actually doing them a favor. And it's what you naturally want to do. So my thought is be yourself at all times. And,
I'm dying.
and don't let anyone ever tell you different.
So at this point, maybe you're just like, you know what? Maybe they want to see me resist. So I'm just going to be quiet and try to ruin the entertainment.
I mean, you could if you want, or just be you and just resist and just create the better product. You know, for all parties involved.
I think even in this situation, I'd be like, these are aliens. Like, this sucks, but I still think I have to leave a good impression.
What do you mean? Like, you got to back that thing up better than...
What if this is the first time they've, like, tried to do this with humans? And then they're sharing it with the universe. I might be a star that gets humanity recognized.
So you're saying that you want to perform to the best of your ability.
It's weird. It's a really...
You want to fuck them too.
Maybe, if
they're down?
it furthers humanity. Because what if people are like, oh, wow, humanity's fucking cool. You see, he was so down. Like, let's send them some technology.
So down. He was so
You got to
down.
look at the gravity of the situation. It's a big, it could be the first time humanity's interacted with aliens. And it sucks it's this, but it could affect everything.
So you're saying that we could fuck our way to the top of the intergalactic socioeconomic scale?
We could be the porn stars of the universe.
The first ones.
Well, not the first, but maybe the ones that are most liked, like a new genre or something.
No. We're the first ones, as far as that's concerned. It's branding, Steven.
Like HILFs. We could be HILFs. Humans I'd like to fuck. We could be HILFs.
HILFs?
Yeah, HILFs.
Humans I'd like to fuck.
Yeah.
That sounds gross. It sounds like HILF. Like that actually sounds like a throw up. HILF.
Yeah.
Or I could hear a samurai saying it.
There it is. But okay. So
Let's say they give you a choice. They start to see you're like, oh, you're not into it. They're like,
Okay, we left the translator on. You know what's up. This is the first time we've come to Earth. And this is a test. We want to see what humans do in this situation.
they remove the restraints, and they're like,
You can either be part of this, or we can disappear and never come back to Earth. Completely up to you.
Well, now I have a say-so in the matter.
You have a say-so.
Well, have they bought me any nice things?
no, but they gave you drugs basically, and you still feel really good.
Do I get more?
Okay, so you're actually asking for compensation.
Look, if I'm fucking my way to the top, Steven, then I'm not just gonna be a basic bitch out here in these streets.
So this is the art of the deal at this point. So you're like, if you want the
what
goods,
are you talking about?
if you want the goods,
Yeah.
I need are you giving a technology to us? Are you? All right, let's play that game. Let's say you're like,
Hey, what's compensation?
and they're like,
Here's a renewable energy source.
they give you an orb. They're like,
This is basic enough to where your scientists can figure it out. It'll probably take them like 5 years, but they'll figure it out, and you will have renewable energy. All of your energy problems will be solved, and
Hold on. They gave us technology that we have to figure out.
yes,
I don't like it.
not feeling
I feel
it?
like
but the promise of 5 years.
if something's going in my butt, okay, you're not gonna make me. Yeah, but I have to do work.
You just fixed humanity. Like wars would probably
Bruh.
stop if we all had energy that was easy to get to,
Bro,
or at least
alright,
slow
look,
down.
Look, I don't fuck with suckers, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the Tootsie Roll part in the middle is the part I fuck with. I'm just gonna buy the Tootsie Rolls. I'm gonna just go ahead and cut out the middleman. Why do we have to learn how to recreate some shit? Like, tell us how to do it, and then we'll just know how to do it. That's my thought. If I'm giving up my butt,
we can give you this, but we don't have a way to show you just because you aren't there yet. But with this, and the current studies that you have, we have full faith you'll figure it out in 5 years.
Full faith. Alright, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, go ahead, put it in my butt. I have nothing but faith in my fellow humans. Because all the years I've been on this planet, all the humans have always come through for me.
no, Steven, that was my point. I am not doing it. If it's like, yeah, you guys can figure it
They're
out.
like, all right,
Well, fuck.
fine. Here's a manual. We just translated it.
Thank you. Fucking customer service around here.
you look at it, and it's obviously something you don't understand, but they're like, your scientists will definitely get it. This is all working within your theories and building on them.
Damn. Oh, that sucks. Now I just have to trust that the scientist will get it.
Exactly. But you're looking at it and you're like, okay, this looks like formulas I've seen like in Good Will Hunting. Like this could be this could be a real thing. Cool.
Because if there's anything we could say Good Will Hunting is like, it's real similar to this podcast. This is like Goodwill Hunting. That's funny.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's great. All right. So what? Am I doing it now? Renewable energy.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm getting fucked in the butt.
Yep.
All right, and I still have the chance to become an intergalactic star.
Well, I mean, they're testing to see how you do. Imagine this is the casting couch. All right.
Okay, no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. See, I have seen and am familiar with the casting couch. They never mean what they say. They aren't going to fulfill those deals.
And that's what it feels like, right? You feel like a young woman being promised a lot of things.
Yep.
And end up in one video thoroughly abused.
I don't like it one bit.
Which is possible. But the opportunity to bring an energy source to humanity that revolutionizes every facet of life.
Now that's something that's never offered on the casting couch.
It's not. The aliens bring more to the table.
And if they did that every time, they might. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's just, and then the manual, like we take it back and then they're like,
Oh, where's the last page?
and I'm like,
The what?
and they're like,
Yeah, the last page.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically gets into the Higgs boson, the last particle that we're trying to figure out. Yeah, they were going to tell us how to do that, and they didn't give us. That's literally the last piece that we've been waiting for forever. This is all the information we already had.
Or even worse, they go through it all and they're like,
Oh, it's like a really good light bulb. Like, we have light bulbs that have lasted for 100 years. Like, we've made stuff like this.
oh, okay. So a light bulb that lasts for 100 years? That's what we get out of this?
no, we've made stuff like that already.
So
they basically gave you it's possible they gave you a toy.
the same thing that we already had.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would not like that.
But it's also possible they gave you something that could change humanity. Would you go
look,
through
I'm just
with it?
gonna go ahead and do it, because if it does change humanity, then awesome, right? If it does not change humanity, then joke's on me.
Tell you what, let's make this easy. I feel like if they're like, hey, tell you what, no matter what you do, we're going to wipe your memory afterwards.
So no one on Earth ever sees the video? I'm not gonna see fucking, what was his name? Gorgle Schnark? Fucking
Blowgark.
Blowgark, my bad. I'm not gonna see Blowgark putting a flippidilly in my butt. Whatever we call it. Whatever his thing is.
Whatever is rotating.
That's what we'll call it. The rotating mirror
Energy essence.
Yeah, that's not gonna be online.
Feel my galaxy inside you.
We're not gonna see that on World Star.
Oh, you're gonna make me Nebula.
You're gonna make me Nebula. That's funny.
That's a t-shirt. So it's, this is purely for the universe. This is a one-time thing. Basically, you're just gonna, the way the scenario ends is you're purely just gonna wake up and your butt's gonna kind of hurt. And you're gonna be like,
Ah, man, wonder what I slept on.
but in the moment, you have a chance.
No. I want to remember everything. I don't want to not remember.
Even if you go through the sexual act.
Fuck yeah. Because if I don't remember, no, dead ass. Look, if I don't remember what happens, that means I also don't remember the reward, which means I just got fucked for no reason.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No,
I'm
you still end up with the orb and a manual and like a note that says, take this to a physicist, they'll know what to do.
And then if they're like, oh yeah, this is all the same shit, then I'd just be like,
Oh, okay, I don't know why I woke up with this, but I was told to bring this to you. Alright, see you guys later.
They're like, that's kind of a really neat toy. Where'd you get it?
yeah, and I think nothing of it. And it was just intergalactic rape.
Well, it's weird. I was camping and I woke up with my butt hurt and this was next to me. With a note saying to bring it to you.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, I think I'd go through with it just for the chance at moving humanity forward.
I would too, but that's a very sad thing, because
we're not in a winning situation.
No, because there's like a 99% chance that it's not, especially since they're being so shady with everything. Yeah, here, your scientists have to do it. Okay, fine. Scientists.
It's like when that porn star, well, not even a star at this point, it's when that girl or guy want to be in porn is sitting on the couch and they're interviewing, and you can hear that little bit of sadness. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I've already committed, but yeah, I go to college and yeah. Can I just take my clothes off and we get this over with, and you throw a couple hundred on my wet, sad body afterwards?
Man.
But in this case, it's a glowing orb that could take humanity forward.
It's a pretty sweet deal. I mean, I'm just going to roll with the glowing orb. But let me guess. You were watching porn and thought of aliens and said, I got it. Eureka.
No, that's not the case. Although I do...
This will be a casting couch episode.
I do a lot of porn research on my own. So maybe subconsciously it connected, but that's not how it came about.
You got to stay up on the new material.
But we're both in agreement that we would both take it in the butt for a chance at making humanity better.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I'm down. I think most people would be.
And that's what we're willing to do for you. So the least you could do is share our podcast. We are willing to hypothetically take alien dick to save you.
We do it.
The least you can do is hit share. Or something. Maybe. It's up to you. I mean, it's up to you guys. But we appreciate you listening.
But yes, we do.
I'm obviously joking. Thank you so much, everybody who is listening. And we don't want you guys to think that we don't appreciate you, because we do. Thank you, one, and thank you all. And right now, one is all. Mom, thank you, Mom, for listening.
For listening. All right. I think that wraps it up. You good, Hemi?
Yeah. I mean, couldn't feel better after this topic.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to our show. It truly does mean a lot. Find us wherever you find your favorite podcasts and check us out on social media. Just search Ponder Freak. We can't wait to hear from you. Till next time.
Woo!